Hello and welcome to EGW Writings Tech Tips. I'm your host, Darryl Thompson. Thank you for joining us today for another episode on learning how to use the EGW Writings app on my iPad. We're going to look at how to use audiobooks. Now, audiobooks is a fantastic feature that we have added that enables you to be able to listen to all 120 books of Ellen G. White and not have to read if you don't have time. You might be out busily driving in your car and you want to listen to a book. That's not a problem. You can tap on Desire of Ages, open it up, and it will start to stream live for you. Now, if you are out running or jogging or you're preparing meals, no problems. You can listen to your favorite Ellen White book right there within the app. Now, how do you do that, you ask? Well, let's dive in now and take a look. So I'm here on the home screen of the EGW Writings 2 app on my iPad, and in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that we have audiobooks. So let's tap on it. And I'm going to tap on audiobooks here. And now when you open up the audiobooks, you can see that we have all the languages that we have audiobooks in. So let's say here for English, for example, where you see the little English flag, and then you see the number 228. Well, that 228 tells you that we have 228 audiobooks in English. If you look at the next language, we have 7 in German, we have 104 in Spanish, we have 6 in French, 9 in Italian, 1 in Mauritian Creole, 100 in Portuguese, 7 in Romanian, 13 in Russian. And if you scroll down, there are all the way down to 15 there in Chinese. But we're going to look today at the English, so I'm going to tap on English. And then once I've tapped on English, you can see that it lists on a bookshelf all of the books. And at the very top here, you can see underneath the title Audiobooks, it says Books. Now, if you scroll down through all 120 books that we have listed here on the bookshelf that you can listen to and to stream, when you get down to the end, I'll just move it just a little quicker here, so as we go through, you can see that we have 1 there in periodical, we have 3 there in pamphlets, we have some in miscellaneous collections, we have all of the 6 Ellen G. White biographical series, and Ellen G. White in Europe, and Life Sketches manuscript, and Ellen White, Woman of Vision, and then we have these modern English books here, which goes through the conflicts of the ages, and also Ministry of Healing, Education, and Steps to Jesus. And then we have several children's stories as well. Now, in this series of books, I'll just quickly scroll back to the top. So if you're on the thumbnail view here and you actually want to say, hey, these thumbnails are too big to scroll through, we do have the ability of this little icon up the top to tap on it and you can get a list view. And some of you may find that view a little easier to navigate. So once you've chosen the desktop layout that you prefer to use and you're ready to actually listen to the audiobook, all you need to do is, once you've chosen the book, you just tap on the cover and it brings up the list of chapters for you to listen to. Now, I'm going to start right at the preface. So if I tap on preface there, then you'll notice that it starts to play. You know that it's starting to play because it's switched from the play pause icon down the bottom here. And when it's playing, it will show pause, and you'll also see down the bottom the actual time code. So you can see here at 13, 14, and you'll see the little tiny dot move along the timeline. Okay, and you'll see at the end the total time left to play on the right-hand side. So 5:45, 4, 3, it goes down. So it counts up on the left, counts down on the right, so you know the length of time. So as you're listening to the chapter, you can also, if you've missed something, you can hit the little back 10 seconds and it will automatically jump back 10 seconds in the playlist. Or if you want to skip forward, you can just hit 10 second skip, 10 second skip forward, so you have the forward or back 10-second jump. Now if you say, oh, I don't really want to listen to the preface, I want to start at chapter 1. You can either tap chapter 1 up here and it will start to play, or you can hit the little next chapter icon and it will automatically jump directly to the next chapter. Now, once you get to the end of the chapter, See, if I get right down near the end here, it's going to continue playing through to the end, and then once it gets to the end of the chapter, it will automatically jump over to chapter 2. So we got 3, 2, 1, and then it gets to 0, and now see how it automatically starts in on chapter 2. And it will play through, continue through the whole audiobook. And that's how it will go through. But maybe you're listening and you say, well, you know, I'd like to be listening and reading at the same time. Because if you really want to get the message, then that's the best thing you can do. So let's read as well as listen. So let me tap chapter 2, and it's going to now open up, and you can hear the book playing now in the background. Now, if we look from behind here, you can see in the bottom left-hand corner the little pause icon. So this pause icon here enables you to start and stop while you're scrolling and reading along with the book. So if I'm, reading along with the book, then I can track along with it while I'm listening. And if I want to pause, I hit pause. Now maybe I want to get back to the audio menu. That's not a problem. You just long click on that little pause icon in the bottom left-hand corner, and you can see that it brings me back to this player menu. So that's how you can quickly track back and forth between listening and reading. See how it jumps back and forth? So I can long click here, and then I just tap outside and it goes away. Now if I want to use the navigation, it's not a problem to use the navigation, because I can just tap at the header, and you can see when I tap at the header it brings up also a big chapter list, and I can hit pause over here, and then down the bottom left hand corner again you can see the play pause. So you can see how we've built in multiple navigation ways for you to navigate around, because maybe you did not even start in the audiobook. So I'm going to hit the little X to close out of the player here. Maybe I started directly in the reader. So I may be reading away on a book and I say, I'd really like to listen to the book now. Well, it's not a problem. I just tap the screen, bring up the title, tap on the title, and then I just hit play. And it's going to pick up, and I hit in here on the chapter 2 again, and it opens up in the reader, and away I go. So you can see how I can navigate from the reader screen to the audiobook, or I can navigate also from within audiobooks. So we've built both methods in there for you to use. Now there is one other way you can jump in to listen, and that's in the top right hand corner here. When I tap on the AA, see how there's the listen up here as well, and you've got the listen there as well, and it will start playing. So you can see we've built multiple functions that you can get in there. Now if I hit the pause here and I go to the side screen, you can also see your audio player history over here in the side menu. So if I hit play here, it plays and it stops. So if I've cancelled out the book and I tap on the side menu, I can actually bring it back by tapping play again, and then the little player symbol pops up in the left hand corner. So you can see, hopefully, from all these methods that I've just shown you, how you can navigate around through the different audiobooks. Now, you might say, well, I'm going out for a jog and I don't have any internet access. Well, that's not a problem, because I'm just going to long click here to get back on the player. If you want to download, then you just click on the little download arrow in the top right hand corner, and you can download the chapter. See, I'm on chapter 2, and I could hit download, and it says, yep, 5.07 megabytes. It's going to download the chapter. Now that chapter is downloaded, and I could drop my internet connection while I'm listening to it, and I would still be able to continue listening to it without an internet connection. So we've built that feature and function in there as well. And we showed you in the download manager the other day how you can go in and navigate through your downloaded audiobooks. And see, I've got Desire of Ages chapter 2, so once I've listened to it, I could go ahead and delete it so not to use up the stored space. All right, thanks for joining in today on learning how to use the audiobooks in the EGW Writings 2 app. And as we close, I just want you always to remember, When you stay with God, He will always stay with you. Have a nice day.